Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about the pointer arithmetic concept in the C language. So arithmetic on pointers is different from the arithmetic operations on normal variables. The arithmetic on pointers focus on address of the variables rather than the values of the variables. So we know that a pointer means, so it is a pointing to some address of a variable, right? So that's why here the pointers will concentrate more on the address of the variables than the values of the variables. So before understanding the pointer arithmetic, we will know what is a scale factor. Okay, so here we're considering the scale factor of the different machines. Scale factor of a pointer is the size of data type to which the pointer is pointing. So normally we know that the size of a particular data type is some 2 bytes. The character is 1 byte and float is 4 bytes, right? But it varies from machine to machine. So the scale factor varies from machine to machine. Okay, so scale factor is nothing but, so it is the size of a data type which varies from machine to machine. So it may be different in 60-bit, 16-bit machine, it may be different in 32-bit machine, and it may be different in 64-bit machine. So here we will see the various scale factors of the different machines. Okay, so here so we are taking the 16-bit and 32-bit machine scale factor. So here for integer or signed integer and 4 bytes in 32-bit machine. Similarly, the scale factor of character is 1 byte in 16-bit machine and 2 bytes in 32-bit machine. Okay, and for the long 16-bit machine 4 bytes, and in 32-bit machine 8 bytes is allocated. So like this it is given for all the data types of these two different machines. Okay, so you have to remember this table for performing the pointer arithmetic operations. Okay, so now let us see some of the rules of the pointer operations. A pointer variable can be assigned the address of another variable. So first of all, we have to declare a pointer variable, and then we have to assign the address of the another variable. So assigning the address of another variable is called as a initialization here. So we have to initialize the pointer variable. So if you are not initializing the pointer variable and after declaring, if you are directly using means, it will give unpredictable results. A pointer variable can be assigned the values of another pointer variable. Okay, so this is called as a chain of pointers. So already a pointer is pointing to some address, and we can point that pointer, right? So a pointer variable can be assigned the values of another pointer variable. So we are assigning, we can assign the address of the another pointer variable here. So that means it will form a chain of pointer variables, right? That is the address of the address operator. So next one is a pointer can be incremented or decremented. So normally pointer arithmetic operation means, so it will deal with the arithmetic operator like addition, subtraction, addition, subtraction, and increment, decrement operations, and it won't support multiplication or division operations. Okay, so here a pointer will support it can perform the increment and decrement operations. A constant k can be added or subtracted from a pointer. You can add a constant value to the pointer, or you can subtract the constant value from the pointer. And two pointers can never be multiplied or divided. So we cannot perform this arithmetic operations on the pointers. And when two pointers point to same array, one pointer variable can be subtracted from the another. So you can perform the subtraction only with some limitations here. Okay, so if the two pointers are pointing to the same array, then only we can perform the subtraction, or else we cannot perform the subtraction. So two pointer variables cannot be added. Okay, so two pointer variables cannot be added. And when two pointers point to objects of same data type, they can be compared using the relational operators. Okay, so here the two pointers must point to object of same data type and the same array. Okay, if two pointers are pointing to same array and same data type only, then we can perform the relational operators like less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to and not equals to. Okay, we will see about this in the next video about the relational operators. How can we apply the relational operators on the pointers? A value cannot be assigned to an arbitrary address. Okay, so we cannot we cannot assign the value to a address like this, which is a illegal operation. So these are some of the rules of the pointer operations. So here we can perform the arithmetic operations on the pointers for incrementing, decrementing, and we can add a constant value to the pointer, or we can subtract the constant value to the point from the pointer, and we cannot perform the multiplication or division operations. Okay, so these are some basic rules of the performing pointer arithmetic operations. So now let us see a program on the pointer arithmetic operations. So how can we handle the pointers here for performing the arithmetic operations? So here I am taking the m value equals to 5, n equals to 10, and o equals to 0. Okay, I am taking the variables m equals to 5 and n equals to 10. So here m is 5 and n value is 10. Okay, and here we are first of all declaring the pointers p1, p2 and p3. So we are taking that is p1, p2 and p3. So we have to take another variable, that is o, which is having the value 0. So m. Okay, so after that we are declaring the pointers p1, p2 and p3, and then we are assigning the address of the m to the pointer p1, and we are assigning the address of the n to the pointer p2 here. So, okay, here the pointer p1 will point to m1 and pointer p2 will point to n. Okay, so then we have to go to the next operation, that is a printf p1 equals to %d comma p1 and p2 equals to %d comma p2. So here it will print the address of the p1 and p2. So the address may vary from machine to machine. So it may print different address for every machine. So it will print the address here for p1 and p2, and o equals to pointer p1 plus pointer p2. Okay, sorry. So it is asking the value at p1 plus value at p2. Okay, so we are going to add the value at p1. So what is the value at p1? 5, and value at p2 is 10. So it is going to perform the addition operation on these two values. So p1 plus p2 equals to 15, right? So the answer, the output will display o equals to 15, right? So p1 plus p2 equals to 15 will be displayed, and here you can see the p1 and p2. So this is the address of p1 and p2. Okay, the pointer which is pointing to the particular address of m. So now let us see the next statement. So p3 equals to p1 minus p2. So p3 means, so we are taking another variable, that is another pointer, that is p3, which is equals to p1 minus p2. So p1 minus p2 is 5 minus 10. Okay, so 5 minus 10 means it will give the answer as minus 5. But if, so here the p3 will be minus 5. But if you observe the answer, so it will print 1, because so if you are going to perform the subtraction operation here, so it will divide this particular statement by the size of the pointer data type. Okay, so if you are performing subtraction operation means it will subtract the address of the two variables and divides it by the size of the pointer data type. Okay, so it is going to first of all perform the subtraction of these two variables, that is 5 minus 10. Okay, and then it is going to perform the division operation on this statement. So it is going to perform division operation by size of the pointer data type. So here what is the data type that we are using here means 2 bytes, right? So it is going to divide the, so we are going to divide it by the 4 bytes. So normally integer in 64-bit machine is 4 bytes. It occupies 4 bytes in 32-bit machine and 64-bit machine. Okay, so we are using the integer data type here. So that's why I'm taking the 4 bytes of data. Okay, so 5 minus 10 is minus 5 by 4. So which will give the answer as 1. Okay, so P1 minus P2 equals to 1 will be printed here. Okay, only for subtraction operation it will divide the two, it first of all subtract the two variables and then it will divide by the size of the pointer data type. So here I am using the integer data type, so which occupies 4 bytes of data. So 5 by 4 equals to 1 will be printed here. Next, P1 increment. So P1 post increment operation. Okay, so it will increment the pointer to the next address. So here the next address will be printed here. So P1 increment. So here the P1 and P2 are of the int data type. So it will point to the next one. So 12 plus 4, that is 16. So 6422016 will be printed here. And similarly here, so printf P2 minus minus, that is P2 post decrement operation. So it will print the post decrement. That means it is going to decrement the, so here it is of int type, so it will minus the 4 bytes of P2. So that is the 6422004. On the multiplication or division operations here. Okay, right. So next we are going to see a simple program on how the pre-increment and pre-decrement and post-decrement operations are performed on an array. Okay, I am taking an array here and I am going to perform the pre-increment and pre-decrement and post-decrement operations here. Okay, so let us take an array here, which is a 4, 8, 2, 5, 7 and 1. Okay, so here the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the index, right? So this is the index value. So I'm taking the array A here. So array A with the given values. So printf %d, and we have to consider the declaration part here. So declaration and initialization is done in a single statement. So pointer P is pointing to the address A of 2. So A of 2 is 2, right? So here it is pointing to the pointer P is pointing to 2, the variable A of 2, that is the value 2. So here printf %d comma asterisk of minus minus p. That means so we are going to perform the pre-decrement. So value at pre-decrement. So first we have to perform the value inside the parenthesis. So parenthesis here pre-decrement p is there. So 2. So we have to decrement this value. So first of all we have to decrement the value. So now the pointer will point to the next previous location, that is 1. Okay, so initially it is in the 2, it is pointing to the value 2. So now after performing the pre-decrement, it will point to the A of 1 location. Okay, and it is going to print the value at P. So what is the value at P here? 8. So 8 will be printed here. So next statement, printf %d comma value at P post decrement. Okay, so post decrement means, so after the considering the value, we have to decrement the pointer P. So what is the value at P here? So P is 8. Sorry. So here the what is the P position here? It is pointing to 1, right? It is pointing to A of 1. Okay, and value at A of 1 is, what is the value at A of 1? 8. So it will print the value 8 here. For this one also, it will print the value 8. Okay, so here we are taking the post decrement operation. So that means after printing the value, the pointer will move to the next it will move to the next location, that is to the this one. Okay, so now it will take the value 8 here. So after printing the value, it will move to the next location. Okay, so this is how we can perform the pre-increment, and similarly we can perform the pre-increment and post-increment operations also. Okay, so now this is all about the pointer arithmetic operations. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.